Hi, everybody, and this is Auntie, and welcome to Auntie's Advice, y'all. Recently, TikTok creators have begun sharing previously unreleased police videos obtained through that wonderful Freedom of Information Act, better known as FOIA requests, connected to the Gypsy Rose Blanchard case. I thought I was finished with Gypsy, but evidently I ain't. Anyway, these clips include interrogation footage, private messages, and video exchanges that were not widely released at the time of her plea agreement. As these videos circulate online, they have sparked a renewed debate and intense reactions across TikTok, Reddit, and YouTube. When I show you some of these videos, I want you to know that it's important content, that these materials are raw investigative evidence and they are not new court findings. They do not change Gypsy Rose's conviction, the sentence, or legal status. However, online creators like myself are interpreting the footage in very different ways, which is why this conversation has ignited or reignited us so strongly. In this video, we're going to break down what FOIA footage is actually being shared, what is confirmed versus what is speculation, why this content is resurfacing now, and how social media framing impacts public opinion. This video is for commentary, education, and discussion purposes only. And the clips discussed in this video were obtained through legal FOIA requests and are previously unreleased investigative material. And again, it is not new evidence. Y'all, what do y'all think? Downtown in the comment section. Let me just share just a little bit with you. Shall I? Yes, I shall.
Hi, my wonderful, amazing, absolutely sexy master. It is your one and only Demona, your slave, forever and ever. Well, today is our happy 1 year anniversary. And, I'm so excited. This past year has been amazing. It has been the most, adventurous, wild, almost kind of like story almost, because things like this usually only happen in books. Hi, my wonderful, amazing.
A sweet old auntie. Thank you, subscribers, to my nieces and nephews, and all of y'all who have been here through the long haul. Shall we get into it? Oh, yes, we shall. It's time for Auntie's Advice. Sweet old. It's time for Auntie's Advice. Oh, yeah. It's time for Auntie's Advice.
Did y'all see Gypsy? Did y'all see Gypsy? Did y'all just see that video? Gypsy. Oh, little innocent, sick Gypsy. Some things she just may not be as innocent as she has alleged over the years. Many people believe that Gypsy should have received life in prison, not just Nick Gudajon. But y'all, in these clips, we're going to see a side of Gypsy that we never knew existed. I knew that it would probably be a matter of time before someone did a FOIA request on Gypsy's documents. I figured it would be. But honey, what I have seen and observed has me like, what in the foo la la was going on downtown at the house. I even saw a video where people in the comment section were saying, sounds like someone's in the background screaming. When I tell you that I got the heebie jeebies, I got the heebie jeebies. We're not going to play all of the content that is out there, right? But y'all, some of this stuff is startling to say the least. And it has me rethinking everything. I think that when I covered the series, matter of fact, I'm on a show and I covered the series, I never really believed anything that Gypsy was saying. I always thought that there was another side of the story. Unfortunately, we did not hear that side of the story because Dee Dee wasn't around anymore. Gypsy had taken a plea deal. I've seen her I'm sorry, what? Um I see there's a Miss Fancy Pants calling out another content creator. Is she or is she not doing that? Thank you so much, baby Philly Fox. Podcast for the $4.99 super chat. That Minnie Mouse voice ain't fooling me. She devilish. People are reading her down. Like, I thought I was done with her. Like, I stopped following her. I just was like, it's too much watching her. Thank you, Miss Kelly. You had me at Gypsy Rose. I'm happy to still be a part of the family. Love you, Auntie. Love you too, Boo. Thank you so much for still being a part of the family. Okay. Okay. So, hi, how are you, Into the Weeds podcast? Hi, sweetie. I think that she is the one who went and got this. Usually here at Auntie's Advice, we don't call out other content creators in the comment section because, people get an attitude, but it is so great to have you. And I see this is a Mrs. Fancy Pants 92, just saying hello to the channel friend. Hello, 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 hello. Um, uh, so hi, welcome to Auntie's Advice. I'm so glad that you all are here. So as when I was covering Merry Christmas Dancing Outlaw, hey boo, y'all, that's my long time friend, the Dancing Outlaw. Just go right, okay. Yes, Into the Woods. I'm going to give her credit. Okay. Um, when I was covering Gypsy Rose, I never believed her. I never believed that, the things that she had alleged, the Munchausen of it all, was what was happening to Gypsy. And now to see these FOIA videos released, it makes me feel bad about everything because some people were in the comment section trying to tear this old woman down to the ground, that I was wrong and Dee Dee was a monster. In one of the videos, this girl indicated that she knew she could walk and that she basically did not tell her mother that this was a temporary paralysis. How convenient for Gypsy not to tell, but she's a whore in the bathroom. She's a on the bench. She's a with Nick. And then a couple of months ago, when we all came back and talked about this, she was out there trying to throw Nick under the bus. Y'all remember? She was out there trying to throw him under the bus. He was her master. But she conveniently threw this mofo under the bus. And some of y'all was like, Auntie, I don't think her mother, from these videos, it appears, in my opinion, and I need to make sure that I'm safe, right? But in my opinion, this tells a whole different story. Now, only thing that is actual on this channel is that which is actual. Everything else, okay, is my opinion and the opinion of others. Again, let me say this. The clips discussed in this video were obtained through legal FOIA requests and are previously unreleased investigative materials, not new evidence reviewed by a court. This video does not claim guilt, innocence, or deception. It discusses online reactions and public debate surrounding the resurfaced footage. All individuals referenced were adjudicated through the legal system. Okay. Now let's go ahead on and drag this. Okay. Let's just go ahead on and drag. Okay. Because in my opinion, and oh, wait a minute, hold on. The debate on the street is that she wasn't as innocent, and I'm telling you, as she wasn't as innocent as people alluded to. And people got dragged for not going along with the Munchausen. People like myself got dragged for it. I don't see Munchausen in these videos. I see her sitting out there having these little sneaky, she was a sneaky link with this man. And then I saw one video that was so grotesque where she told Nick that, and now this is in a video, that she told Nick that you are the one. If we have a baby and children, we're going to have some secrets. I won't tell your secrets. Y'all know that song. Your secrets are safe with me. I won't tell. I know y'all remember that one. I said, so you gonna sit there and tell this man what he can and he can't do with your baby? And then we gonna have to raise them up so that they know what goes on in the house stays in the house. Now, look, I was black. You know what? I was black when I grew up. I was a black little girl. I grew up in a black home in D.C. I knew what stayed in the house, stayed in the house. What went on in the house, stayed in the house. What went on in the backyard, stayed in the house. But I also knew that if certain things were going on downtown to the house, they was coming out. Y'all know how we was grown. Y'all know how we was raised. We was all raised with the what go on in here is staying here. You go out with your sister, y'all leave together, y'all come back together. They were just rules that you grew up with. But the rules that Gypsy wanted her daughter to grow up with is things that come outside of the house, to a counselor, to the safety of a teacher, to a police officer. She said, because we gonna go to jail. We gonna go to jail. But you're the one that need to. It's so grotesque that I was shocked. And I'm thinking, we got this little girl in there with all these false silver teeth in her mouth. Her mom made sure she had a cap, head was bald. She going from house to house. The mama line, Gypsy line. But when I looked at the video, I was like, so Gypsy never told her mother, okay, according to the videos that we're going to see, she never told her mother that she had temporary paralysis, because she said that you know what? Here's the thing. Sharing is caring. Sharing is caring. Sharing is caring. So I'm going to share. Shall I? Oh, yes, I shall. But what I want to do first is I want to give credit where credit is due. So just 1 second. Just 1 second. Because I need to give credit where credit is due. My bestie told me that creators like Into the Weeds podcast and others reposting their work on TikTok and Reddit have been posting previously unseen videos and audio from court evidence that were obtained through a FOIA request or Missouri Open Records request. I want to make sure that I give that credit to the content creator who is allowing all of us to eat. Okay? That's no small thing. We need to make sure that we always acknowledge each other and that we give credit where the credit is due, especially when somebody has taken their time to figure out how to get the footage so that everybody can come to the table and eat. And I absolutely want to make sure that I give that credit to that content creator. We gonna get into this and all of that, right, y'all? But I want you all to know, as content creators, it is not robbery to make sure that you acknowledge the hard work, because content creation is not easy. It is not easy at all. There was this woman that I used to watch, and I don't know why I stopped watching her. I think because I got redirected into all of the housewives stuff that was going on, the foolala. But I remember seeing her being sued and taking a road trip with some woman. And I was like, what the hell is going on? People raising money for the woman. Maisie, get back, please. Get back. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm babysitting the dogs tonight. Go and sit down, Maisie. You said no? So I watched this woman. I never found out what the outcome was. It was what it was. I know she had some woman. They was on a road trip. People were raising money for the woman because they were suing her for something, some services she was supposed to provide, or wasn't going to provide, what didn't provide or did provide. It just was a whole stuff, right? So I'm out there like, oh my God, like what the hell's going on, right? And I'm looking at this woman fighting a system, right? From, I guess the lawyer and all of that. Again, I never found out what the outcome was, because I ended my mind with somewhere else and we went on and moved with something else. But I'm curious as to how that even turned out, because the woman and a girlfriend, I think it was a girlfriend, I don't know, were in a diner, and were they in a diner, a restaurant, and somebody came up on them, and like it was a mess, because this was a woman who I believe was a catalyst, right, for exposing a lot of the stuff that was happening. She was like one of the pioneers of the Gypsy Rose saga, right? She had a relationship with this family. I don't know what happened. Y'all let me know downtown in the chat. But I remember this woman going on the road trip, child, because I was all on the road trip with them. Okay. Now I didn't come back with them. Like I said, I ain't come back with them. But I started on the trip. Okay. And what do they say? Millions didn't make it, but I was one of the ones that did. I was one of the millions that didn't make it with her. So y'all let me know downtown in the comment section what ended up happening with that. But anyway, so let me go now to this particular woman who is on downtown on a TikTok, and she has a lot of information. Her TikTok page is, let me see if I can find it again, because I have put it in here, but y'all know I am not the best with TikTok. Hold on, let me find the girl's TikTok page. Oh, my girlfriend told me. Oh, here you go. This is her. That the TikTok page is called Gypsy Please. Maisie, please sit down. What's wrong? This is her name is Gypsy Please. Why is it bringing up everybody but her? I want this girl's page. Gypsy Please. Where is the girl's page? It's bringing up everybody but her. Bear with me, y'all. Bear with me. Bear with me, y'all. It's bringing up everybody but who I want to bring up. Hold on, y'all. Bear with me. Gypsy, please. Why isn't it bringing up this girl's? There you go. Got it. Boom. It says something went wrong. Hold on, y'all. Did they get her page shut down? Child, they must have got her page shut down. She says, I give all credit to In the Weeds and Becca Scoops. Is the girl latest popular oldest? Y'all know they done shut the page. Did they shut the girl page down? Y'all, please tell me if this means that this page is shut down. Y'all, do this mean the girl page is gone? Gypsy Rose Noses, Gypsy Please. She says, I give all the credit to Into the Weeds and Becky. Y'all, there are no videos here. And it says something went wrong. When I click on repost, there's no Gypsy videos. When I go to the light, there's no Gypsy videos. Let me hit refresh. Oh, oh. Hi, Into the Woods. Where is she? Hey, hello there, Into the Woods we podcast. Hey, welcome. Is where is your are you okay? Let me calm down. Hello, Into the Woods. Welcome. Is your TikTok page set up so that I can view the videos on your channel, on your TikTok channel? Because this person, it looks like they got rid of her stuff. Did they get rid of the girl's stuff? See, I don't know about using your YouTube. I would have to have your permission so that I don't get a copyright strike. Cause you know that YouTube will copyright strike you so daggone fast. Okay, so hold on. Let me go there then. Into the weeds. Okay, so hold on, everybody. Please bear with me. We getting to the tea. So just bear with your auntie real quick. Okay, we gotta go through a process. I gotta go through a process to get to it. Okay, y'all. So just bear into the weeds podcast. Into the weeds podcast. Let's see how you got it set up. Am I going to videos? Into the weeds. Barbie, Sherry. Okay, so we got interviews. Um, are these under shorts? Let me see if they under shorts. Okay, so I see a bunch of interviews. Let's see where we can find it. You make a lot of content. Okay, let's go and see if it's under live. So is it under the lives of Gypsy Rose Blanchard? And then there is a FOIA Files Valentine Day edition. Which one? Nicholas Gouda Johns, Jill calls. Good God! Good God, woman, you got a lot. Okay, so hold on. Let me come back to the. So you got to go down on the live works too. Pick any one of the live streams and it'll show you a bunch of videos. Okay. All right, so let's do that, y'all. Let's do that. Okay, so any one of the live videos. Y'all, we getting the tea fresh. Okay, so let's it into the weeds. Into the weeds. I'm gonna drop the link. This link is only for Into the Weeds. Please do not click on it. Into the Weeds, I'm dropping the link for you because I need to see something. So what we're going to do now is we're going to look at let me share the screen. Let's look at Gypsy.
not real scenario.
Just 1 second, y'all. Let me expand. That's why I think I like it better on TikTok because you don't have to do this. Okay. I'm not liking this. I'm going to have to find. I'm going to have to find it downtown to the TikTok because TikTok lets me expand. Hold on, y'all. Let's see how this goes until she logs on. Right now I'm in the other thing so I can't see, so I'll be right there. So let's look at this this video of Gypsy Rose. Let me tell you something. Many people believe this girl got away with murder. Okay, that's fine. Let me bring you on. Let me see if I can bring you on. Uh, okay. For some reason, it's not bringing you up, beloved. Can you hear?
Can you hear me? I can hear
I can
you.
hear you. Hello.
Hey, how are you?
I am doing fantastic. I am doing fantastic. Thank you for coming in the chat.
You're welcome.
I used to cover Gypsy all the time, but I ended up moving on. And I see you have been doing the heavy lifting. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
So how long have you been covering Gypsy? Let me just get to know you.
Yeah, so I started covering Gypsy about 2 years ago,
Okay.
right when she was coming out of prison, and it's because my cousin is incarcerated for 25 years in the same prison that Gypsy was in. My cousin got 25 years for 5 ounces of methamphetamine, and Gypsy got 8.5 years for murder. So I actually started out praying for her, and because my cousin and I do a Bible study. And so for months we were praying for her, that she would get out and lead a productive, happy life. And then about 2 days before she got out, she said that she wanted to go see Taylor Swift. And to me, that was a red flag. I was like, okay, well, isn't that the same stuff she was doing with her mom? Something's weird. So I started looking into her and I fell down a rabbit hole, and this is where it's gotten me.
Well, honey, those rabbit holes are dangerous, aren't they?
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God. So when she wanted to go and see Taylor Swift, you said that was a red flag for you? Why
Yeah.
why? Can you explain that?
Because she had been going and meeting celebrities with her mom and doing like speaking engagements and all kinds of stuff. And so
You mean with Christy, not
no,
her mom.
no, with Dee Dee.
After she got out of jail?
No. So
Okay.
before she murdered her mother, she was going and doing speaking engagements, and she was meeting celebrities. And so that was a red flag to me that she was going to.
Come out and do the same exact thing.
Yes. And so I
Okay.
picked up on that, and the rest is history.
Okay. So what made you, so you are the creditor? You are the one that went and got the FOIA request.
Yes, ma'am.
What made you do that, girl? Ooh, you
Well,
shame. What made you do that, girl?
So this is actually where my daughter might be able to chime in a little bit because my daughter is my co-host. Her name is Alora.
I can't put these stupid things in
Here,
Hi, Laura.
hold on. Let us change headphones real quick.
my ears. Sorry. There you go. Sorry, she has these in-ear headphones and I can't work them. Sorry, I'm just tuning in. I'm nosy. I don't even know what the question was.
So what happened is I interviewed a woman.
Yeah, a woman.
I interviewed a woman named Fancy Maselli from the Good Wives Network.
Named April Johns.
Oh my God, that's the lady that I was watching
Yes,
that was on the road trip.
yes, ma'am. And
Okay.
so I interviewed Fancy Maselli about 2 weeks before she got sued by Gypsy Rose and her family. And they just happened to have the trial in Chillicothe, Missouri. And so I live in Missouri and we were about 3 hours away, and I'm a history nerd. So I thought, okay, well, since it's happening in my state, let me go see it. Let me see what happens.
Why not?
So my daughter and I loaded up and we drove down there, and oh my goodness, it became
What do you want to know? Because we got time.
So what happened is Fancy Maselli, I had rented her a hotel room because I just thought that, you know, she was coming in late, and her and her friend Sarah were going to be frantic, you know, trying to get ready in the morning and everything for court. And so I rented them a hotel room because I knew they'd be coming in late.
And because you're a nice person.
And I just happened to pick the one that Mike Stanfield, Gypsy's lawyer, was staying in. Yes. And so Fancy and Sarah had this brilliant idea to go and interview Mike while he was sitting down for breakfast. And it became a huge deal. And
I know damn well it did.
yeah. And so Sarah said that she was chest bumped, and we believed her. And so we went.
Wait a minute. I
She
know you ain't about to tell me that was a lie.
No,
Oh, it was a lie.
listen,
It was a lie.
listen real quick. So she said that Mike Stanfield's, we're going to call him his associate, because we don't know exactly what he was, but he kind of seemed like maybe he was security or
He's
something.
the bodyguard. We confirmed that,
Bodyguard.
I think.
Allegedly.
So allegedly.
Let me put my banner on. Okay, go ahead, lady. This tea is getting hot. I mean, go ahead. Then what?
The tea gets way hotter, I swear. Anyway, so yeah, so Sarah, which, you know, we're not the biggest fans of Sarah here, but she has a lot of medical issues. She has a lot of other issues. She's not the person that we're blaming here. But Sarah basically said that Mike Stanfield's associate chest bumped her and told her basically to shut the F up and to go away because she was harassing him, not a member of the media, which technically speaking, not really a member of the media, but that's none of my business.
Okay.
I can understand why he would not want to be bombarded at breakfast.
Well, and unbeknownst to me and her, they had actually had interactions with Mike Stanfield a couple of days prior. And so the gall of them to then go up to him a couple of days later while he's eating breakfast. So, yeah.
There's a video of this, by the way.
Yeah, there is a video of it. So anyways, that happened, and we all decided that we were going to go and file a police report because Sarah was very upset and she was crying.
Well, first and foremost, I'm so sorry to interrupt you, but we went to the court date.
Yeah.
And it was a whole thing.
Yeah.
And it was dismissed because they filed in the wrong jurisdiction.
Yeah.
So basically, Gypsy, they filed in Chillicothe. Gypsy was an inmate in Chillicothe. whether it's right or not, when you are a prisoner, you're not considered a legal resident of the
Right.
place in which you're at.
Mhm.
Right.
So the judge was basically like, hey, why did you file here? And Fancy kept trying to, interject her opinions, and the judge was basically kind of like trying to shut her up. And
Right.
like,
Like, well, I was like, you
God.
ahead. You like it sounds like you ahead right now. Shut the
Yes,
up.
yes,
Okay.
exactly. And it took a couple days for that to process with us, but yeah, so Mike Stanfield's just looking there at his papers. He's like, what do you want me to do then? And the judge is like, do you want me to do your job for you? You figure it out. You refile it in a different place. Well, where? You figure it out. So yes, we went downstairs at the courthouse. We talked to a police officer, and I want to express to you, Sarah did not want to file this police report whatsoever.
Correct. That is correct.
She was crying to me. We were standing on the outside. My mom was talking to Fancy. Fancy was basically doing cartwheels in front of the darn office or the courthouse, because she was so excited that she won the case. But I would say a dismissal due to unlawful jurisdiction wouldn't necessarily.
It's not a win. It's just a pause. It's a temporary pause. Okay.
Yeah, it's a pause. And they never picked it back up. I mean, they could, because some of the stuff was a little stupid, but some of the stuff was legitimate. It was legitimate, whether I like the Blanchards or not. But yeah, so Sarah was out there. She was crying. I mean, she was sobbing. She's like, I don't want to report this, but if I don't, then Fancy's going to make my life a living hell on the way back. Because I don't know. I don't know if my mom mentioned this or not, but Fancy lives in Kentucky. Sarah lives in Illinois. Fancy's husband did not want to go to this court date, so he drove Fancy to Illinois. And according to Sarah, all alleged, basically they got into a huge fight in the parking lot when he was dropping her off, and he's like, I have to work, but he just does DoorDash, and you can DoorDash in a different state without any other permits, so he just didn't want to have to deal with her ass, which relatable. But anyway, so him and his daughter, by the way, like her daughter was there, so they leave.
Fancy's daughter or Sarah's?
Fancy's daughter.
Okay.
Sarah decided, or Sarah drives her there. But, we'll have to put a pin in that. But yeah, so we go and we report this case. Well, we don't report it, but we're just being supportive, because what are you going to think? Somebody's going to lie about something like that happened in front of like 10, 20 people?
So wait a minute. You mean to tell me, are you getting ready to say that this woman lied that the man never bumped her?
Yes.
Yeah. That's part of it, but it gets so much worse, I promise.
Yeah.
It gets so much worse. So yeah, so we go down to the police department, and it's just my mom, me, Sarah, Fancy, and
so you met Fancy in person?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
And okay.
For a hotel room.
And I thought she was
now I know you said you paid for the hotel room, but I didn't know if you Zelled it, cash tapped it.
Oh, we were there. We were in the courtroom.
I watched all of this go down.
Yeah, we were in the courtroom. I didn't see the quote unquote assault go down, but I was going down the stairs. And if they had hotel video, I wish I was on video so I could show you exactly what I was doing. But I was basically like, I heard people screaming when I went downstairs, and I was like, oh my God, should I even go over there? And I just kind of looked, and I meandered around, and I was like, hey, is this a good time? And Fancy's like, it's a perfect time, Laura. Sure it is. But anyway, back to the police report. So, yeah, so Sarah goes into a separate room. She's by herself. She can say
whatever she wants.
She can tell the truth. She can tell the truth or a lie. Okay.
Yes. Could do either one. And Fancy, my mom and I are sitting down, and Fancy fills out her report, and my mom and I fill out witness statements. And I feel like it's worth mentioning that my mom and I, in all of the court filings, we weren't even filed as witnesses, because I think they even realized that we just got pulled into some bullshit.
Okay. Fair. Okay.
pulled into some BS that we weren't a part of. And we both expressed that we didn't see anything, but obviously we're going to believe them because why are we going to, assume that someone's lying about assault?
Yeah.
That's disgusting. So anyway, thing after thing happens and we end up leaving. And something I forgot to even mention is, so Sarah's gone, she comes back, and then Sarah's not feeling well. Sarah actually has pancreatic cancer. So Sarah went back to the hotel because she was not feeling well.
Oh my
And
God. She shouldn't even have been driving like that.
she
Exactly.
shouldn't have. And again, we're not the biggest fans of Sarah as a person, but she did not deserve all the things that came to her. And trust me, there's more stuff that comes to her. So, yeah. So Sarah's in bed. She's very, very ill.
Okay.
And I personally said, hey, I'll pay for a lunch, Fancy. Let's go out to lunch. And so my mom, Fancy, and I went out to lunch and I used my card and we paid for it. Whatever. That's fine. I offered. But the entire time, Fancy's just acting like a fool. She's talking loud. She's being kind of embarrassing, if I'm being honest with you. And we're just kind of like going with the flow, but people are kind of looking at us like, what are they talking about? So anyway, we go to Walmart. And when we go to Walmart, she grabs a bunch of stuff that she wants to give for her and she wants to give for Sarah. And then, oh my goodness, I forgot my card. Okay, Fancy. I knew the game she was playing, but I was like, okay, Fancy. Sarah needs some Sprite or something for her stomach ache. I mean, she's having issues. So yeah, we'll buy you your stuff. So I take out my card. I pay for it. Again, not that big of a deal. I totally offered it. Even though I cannot stand Fancy now, I still own that. I stand by that,
Which we're probably going to get another cease and desist.
Oh, yeah. She wrote us a fake chat GPT cease and desist, but we're getting ahead of ourselves. So I pay for like maybe, I don't remember. I have receipts for it, but I forgot how much I paid. It doesn't really matter anyway. So I pay for all the stuff. Oh, I forgot my card, blah, 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 blah. So we go back, we drop her back off. So chaos ensues. Lord knows what even happened. I mean, they are on live streams crying like, oh my goodness, guys, like, please buy us a hotel. We're going to be on the side of the street. It's like, I am a 25-year-old woman who is a lot more kidnappable than you guys are. And I can sleep on the side of the street if I need to on a road trip that's not even that far. And they're freaking the hell out. Well, I say they're, Fancy's freaking the hell out. Because she's like, oh my goodness, we're going to get murdered. And I forgot to even mention that she allegedly had a gun.
Yes, the whole time.
A pew pew on this
Yes,
channel.
a pew pew. I'm so sorry. She allegedly had a pew pew. But Sarah's a felon from what I understand. So by Fancy having a pew pew, she was then putting Sarah in a predicament and not even telling Sarah. So, but then we get back. Everyone gets back. There's a bunch of stuff that's going on. But eventually, Fancy ends up accusing Sarah of kidnapping her. And we're like, how did she kidnap you? Well, essentially, I was kidnapped because I told her to go a certain route and she decided to try this route because she didn't feel comfortable driving in the pouring rain
On a highway
at midnight or later. So she essentially kidnapped me because she was trying to keep me from getting to the court appearance on time. But we got to the court appearance on time. But essentially, I was still freaking kidnapped. You're understanding, you're following how stupid this sounds. So she was essentially kidnapped. And we did a whole interview with Sarah on our channel, and she is the person that she is, but we wish the best for her because she is ill and she needs to get better.
Mm-hmm.
And she has gotten offline and she's not making a fool of herself constantly like Fancy is. So that's none of our business. But Fancy stands on business. She will still tell you that she was essentially kidnapped. But girl, we had you in our car for 2-3 hours.
Yeah.
And when we got back to the hotel, Sarah was sick. She had her wig off. She was sitting down. She looked like she was not feeling well, obviously. And she was not interacting with us. She wanted us out of the room. And that's not even to bring up the fact that allegedly, according to Sarah, Fancy undressed herself in front of Sarah without her consent.
Yeah. So
allegedly.
a long story short, it was a
Sorry.
hot mess and we could go a lot longer. And the only reason we're bringing this up is because you asked. But
Sorry.
Yeah, I asked you what made y'all pull a FOIA request.
yeah,
Carried away. I'm so sorry. I just
so-
came down and I heard we were talking about fancy.
So no worries, no worries. I never heard of. I watched. I couldn't remember the woman's name.
Uh-huh.
I do remember the road trip. And I remember her asking people for money.
Yeah.
And I dropped off. I don't remember the rest of what you all are saying. And I do remember vaguely seeing someone. It wasn't her, someone else talking about this lawyer guy that evidently bumped her or whatever. And, and at that time I just was like, okay, let me move on to something else. And I can't remember what I moved on to, but I don't even remember if I remembered that the case was dropped against her. But I'm hoping that Sarah is taking care of her health and not involved in this fool-la-la, because there's some fool-la-la.
Yeah, we hope so too. But so the reason I filed the FOIA request.
Sorry, I heard we were talking about this, so I kind of got too involved. My bad.
No worries, no worries, no worries, no worries. I thank y'all for being here. No worries.
I'm her number one fan for sure.
Okay, so anyways, the reason I decided to do the FOIA request is because I was sitting in the hotel room with Fancy, and she was showing me the crime scene photos, and they were fully unredacted too. So
Yes.
I've seen everything. So
I know you can lying.
no, I'm not.
You saw Dee Dee?
Yeah.
Yes, and we've seen a lot more since we put in this additional FOIA request, things that were supposed to be redacted.
Oh yeah, I've seen Gypsy all naked, but
we've seen her entire everything. Unfortunately, we refuse to put that out because nobody deserves to see that.
Yeah, and other
Gypsy
things
does not
as well.
deserve to have that plastered, whether she's a bad person or not.
Yeah. And so I decided to file a FOIA request because I knew after we went through all this stuff with Fancy that she would never give me anything. And I wanted to create a project for the state of Missouri for a historical, for the Historical Society, just to kind of show, what can happen if, the wrong things happen. So anyways, so I wanted to do that, and I also wanted to pass it off to Ken Maines, who has a channel called Unsolved No More, and he's a private investigator and former detective. And so I just started filing requests, and then one of the other content creators wanted to get a supplemental report or something like that, and so I started trying to get that, and through trial and error, I just kept sending them and bombarding them like all the time. But I started way last year, and so that's why I started, just because I knew Fancy wouldn't give them to me.
Yeah.
And then I didn't realize that all the stuff I was getting hadn't been out there.
Mhm.
It had never been seen before, and so I sent it to like a bunch of content creators,
So many.
and no one picked it up for
For
months.
months. And then people started kind of claiming it as their own. but
Yeah.
that's-
Well, you never sent it to me.
Well,
Did I not come up in your algorithm?
I
I'm
didn't
so
know
sorry.
you then.
What you need? We got you.
Oh my God. So all of this stuff that everyone is looking at is thanks to you
Yes.
for saying you're not going to be the one, you're not going to be the only one with the tea. We're going to make and brew our
Absolutely.
own tea.
I guess. I mean, I wasn't thinking like that. I was just thinking more, hey, I want to know what happened, and I want to put this project together. And then it became more than that. So yeah.
It is. So I usually do TLC, 90 Day Fiance, stuff like that. But lately I have just been so bored with it that I have been telling my subscribers to drop information in my Instagram DMs for stories they want me to cover. But Gypsy was always a story that I covered, especially, the last thing with Ken and Ryan. Oh my goodness, I can't stand Ryan. But
Me neither.
Me
So-
neither.
Oh my God, y'all don't like her? I cannot
No,
stand
if
that.
you have you seen
Girl, the emails that
have you
we
seen
read
the prison
out.
emails?
No, I have been out
Damn.
the loop. I'm telling you,
Okay.
someone dropped it in my drawers. Right, I tell them
Okay.
drop it in my drawers, and I was like, okay, oh, so Gypsy back out here on the street, and they were like, Auntie, you got to go out on TikTok. There's this woman that's called Gypsy, and she has these things out there, of Gypsy that were FOIA requested, and I was like, you lying. So I went yesterday and was like, okay, let me find out what's going on. And then I started seeing how she was talking to him. And, of course, I'm going to be very mindful about how this, but when she was saying, you're supposed to be with the daughter first, and I need you to, I was like, what the is wrong with this girl? And then I always did, but I really felt sorry for how Dee Dee probably was living the last
Mm-hmm.
year or so of her life. And here, they get this great defense, in my opinion. They
Mm-hmm.
get this great defense of Munchausen.
Mhm.
And a lot of people just don't understand that everything is just not what you see, right? And so I never thought that it was Munchausen because she benefited from it all. And so when I looked at the other one, when she said, like, no, I could walk, and I didn't want to tell my mother because I wanted her, to feel like she could take care of me. And I'm like, bitch, what are you talking about? Like,
Yeah.
so I wanted to come out tonight and talk to my peeps about it because I'm like, this is unbelievable. But as you saw when I shared, that woman's stuff is down. So
Yeah.
I'm wondering whether or not they're going after people who are sharing the information. Is this what's happening?
They always do. Gypsy has this whole friend base that goes after content creators to get their stuff taken down.
So is there a possibility your stuff going down, therefore
Oh
my
no.
stuff going down?
Oh no, not mine. Definitely not mine.
Everything we've released is completely legal, and we try to do it in the most moral and ethical way that we possibly can.
Yeah.
Obviously, people can disagree if they would like, but sorry, you're not seeing certain things.
It seemed like it was redacted. It seemed like it was redacted from what you put out there. And of course, I ran it through my system to make sure that, there wasn't some claims. But I do know that, people can,
Manipulate videos. Yeah.
Yeah.
and say, well, Auntie out here showing, blah, 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 blah. Next thing you know, you got a strike you got to fight.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Now that's one of the things that we're trying to let people understand and know is that these are not AI videos. These are real videos that Gypsy herself and Nick himself took of themselves while they were planning her murder, her
And we're
mother's murder.
Yeah, and we're not trying to get somebody while they're down. We're not trying to make fun of an abuse victim. But every single file that we've gotten just completely disproves everything she's ever said. And it's like, it's actually been a huge moral dilemma for me because I don't ever want to question somebody who says that they've been abused, because I understand that things can happen and things can't seem black and white, but just every single thing we see disproves every single thing she's ever said.
Yeah.
So I don't know what to say about that, but it's like, it's crazy.
But so let me ask you a question, and we just going to go in a different direction. And if you don't mind, I would like to come back and do a part 2 and use your videos.
Yeah, that's
Is
fine.
that okay? Okay. So let me ask you a question. So there is a black content creator, by I think her name Nina.
Yes.
Okay. So going down a rabbit hole, I saw her saying, you know how she do, Ken is not with Gypsy anymore. So is that true? What's going on with Ken and Gypsy nowadays? I understand, as I was listening to Nina, I couldn't understand really what she was saying. But here's what I got, and you all help me with it. What I understood from Nina is that Gypsy, based on one of those videos, Gypsy said something, I'm going to use discretion, And when y'all answer, use discretion. And Ken got turned off on it and broke up with her and didn't spend Christmas with her. Is that true? What's going on?
So Nina has a source, and I do not know who the source is. And
Is
that's
it a good source? Is it a valid source?
We
it's
have
according
no
to her.
idea.
I don't know.
Okay.
If we don't know who it is, we can't, verify. Obviously.
She says it's a very close source, though. So,
So,
but
we have theories.
we also know that they put a lot of fake stuff out too. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
So about a year ago, she was also saying the same thing about how they had broken up, and here we are in 2025. So I don't know what has or hasn't happened.
Okay.
But I saw the video you're talking about, and I kind of want to agree with her. Maybe things aren't as they seem, but Ken is still a piece of work, in my personal opinion, for even entertaining the idea, because they did take Christmas pictures together.
Mhm.
And I think the video you're referring to, she's trying to say something along the lines of, don't let this thing fool you. Don't let the Christmas pictures fool you. They're not together.
Yeah.
And, again, they did take Christmas pictures together before the FOIA videos were released. Ken, we do have Ken on record saying, release them all. We want to see everything.
Everybody deserves to know the truth, is what he said.
Yeah. And from everything we've seen, and we're not trying to hold back, the only things we've held back are nudity or social security numbers.
Yeah, which I've accidentally put out because there's so much information.
The social security number part, not the nudity part.
Yeah, not the nudity.
But we've come very close to almost accidentally posting something without even realizing. But yeah, so I don't know who her source is, and I mean, it sounds legit, but I can't really tell you whether or not.
Yeah, I'm not criticizing or anything like that. I just saw it and I was like, so they done broke up, but I don't believe that he's going anywhere. So what's going on with Ryan? So catch me up on Ryan.
So if you read the Gypsy Rose emails, and
I'm so far behind. I'm so far behind.
I would say that a content creator that is great to look at is 1980 Millennial Commentates.
Yes.
She's probably our closest friend in this gypsy sphere. But 1980 Millennial Commentates, she goes over a lot of the emails, and she's still going over them again.
Yes.
And
what emails?
So Gypsy's prison emails. I'm sorry, I'm trying to interrupt you.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. We accessed all of the prison emails that she sent from the time that they were allowed to send emails to the time that she left. And it exposes a lot of things about her, in my personal opinion.
Yes.
Some are worse than others. But all the things that she speaks about with Ryan, he just comes off as very controlling. And as somebody who does not like Gypsy, I felt a lot of empathy for Gypsy because he was very manipulative. He was very controlling. She told him multiple times that she wasn't attracted to him.
Straight out of the gate,
Yeah.
he was saying, I just want to be in your life. I don't care what it takes. I'll be your first boyfriend, your second boyfriend, your bellhop.
Your sex slave.
Yes.
Multiple times begging to be her sex slave while she's in prison.
Mm-hmm.
So
Ryan's
that's
still out there crying and lying though.
Yeah.
He's still crying and lying. And how do I say this?
He is.
There was an email that Gypsy sent out. Okay. Ryan did not send this out, but also you have to keep in context that they had emails and they also had phone calls. We do not have access to the phone calls. We do not know what was said in these phone calls. But Gypsy is talking to somebody else in these emails and saying that Ryan said that he got HEAD in front of a 5-year-old.
Oh yeah, let's not go there. Yeah,
no. Yeah, sorry. So
yeah, my audience. We don't. What in the hell? Like what?
That's what we're finding. And so
mm-hmm.
we've just, it's a bunch of deviant behavior on everybody's part. Even Rod, the one guy that we thought was decent, he's a serial cheater and just money hungry. And so it's been.
And this is allegedly about who? Gypsy's father?
Yes.
But it's
Oh.
in the emails. I
It's
mean,
in
we
the
say
emails.
allegedly, but it's in the emails. It's in the
And
emails.
y'all released those.
Yes.
Yes. A couple months ago, maybe August,
I can't remember
September.
now.
Well, because we had it for CrimeCon. So
Oh
August.
yeah. Yeah.
And so they have not come after y'all?
What can they do? We only release actual factual documents. We don't
And-
release our opinions.
And we don't talk about Gypsy on a regular basis. Like we only talk about her when it's relevant or when we get documents in. So
Yeah.
I'm on military broadcast radio. I'm the secretary of military broadcast radio, and I train veterans how to podcast.
Mm-hmm.
And so, you know, I have that
So you
back.
know about ethics and rules
Yeah,
and okay.
We're
Yeah.
trying. We're trying.
Mhm.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
The only things that we release are documents. Gypsy's done a lot of things out of prison that we may or may not agree with, but we don't really talk about that. We just talk
Yeah.
about the actual documents. And unfortunately, what the actual documents show to us, at least, is things are not as they seem. Somebody in there is manipulative. And it seems like pretty much everybody that's involved in this story has some issues, both
Mhm.
pro-Gypsy and anti-Gypsy.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a very deep rabbit hole. to
So
go
where are y'all at individually with Gypsy? What's your assessment? And what do you want to see come out of this?
My assessment is I came out very pro-Gypsy. I actually have like a bunch of random people on my wall. I put them in picture frames and stuff. And I actually almost thought about putting Gypsy in a picture frame because you know what? I thought she was iconic at first. While it's not great to murder anybody, take anybody's life, that is not a good thing. I really bought into her story for a very long time. And even after my mom started to get a glimpse of the truth, it took me several months to actually fully believe that things were not as they seemed. And again, just from all of the factual evidence and documents that we have, it really seems like things are not even 2% what she said they were. And it was really hard for me to come to that opinion because I like to think of myself as a feminist. I like to think of myself as pro-victim and women and blah, 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 blah.
You can be that and tell the truth though.
Yeah,
right.
but
You can still be that and tell the truth.
That is the truth. And that is what has been such a hard pill for me to swallow. And as I'm reading all of this, it's crazy. And I think, not to speak for you, but I think that our thought process on this is we just don't want her to make a lot of money and get a lot of fame and accolades off of her just being a bad person.
Oh, why? I don't understand why.
So
because if you so let me write down what I was getting ready to say. Okay, go ahead, Mom. Is this Mom?
Yes.
I'm starting to figure out y'all voices. So that was daughter. This is Mom.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
so now you're going to give how you feel about it. Okay, let me hear.
This is Amber. And so how I feel about Gypsy is that at one time I believed that she was a victim, and I believed that if she just walked off into her life and lived a good, peaceful life, everything would be okay.
Okay.
Now, after seeing all of the evidence, I believe that she is a deviant. It's bad. There's so much overwhelming evidence that this woman is a danger to society.
You think so?
Yeah, I really do.
Unfortunately, it took a lot for us to get there.
Yeah,
a lot.
Because I mean, so by the time I went to CrimeCon, which was in September
10th.
So we went to CrimeCon to present this information to everybody.
The emails
and the other FOIAs that we had done.
Or any of the videos.
Yeah, we didn't have any of the videos or anything at that time.
Okay.
But we went to CrimeCon to present it all because we wanted everybody to know that what Gypsy had said about her hypothetical 13-year-old daughter is what that was my motivation.
Plus, she was actually, we didn't know until the day before CrimeCon when we were already in the hotel, but she was actually nominated for an award for her book of the year
At CrimeCon.
at CrimeCon.
So yeah, so when I saw the synopsis of the video that we just recently released of her talking about her hypothetical 13-year-old child and what she would do or let her Nick do to her 13-year-old child, that's when I got invested in actually
paying attention
and changing the narrative, really. Okay, so before it was just I wanted to do this project for Missouri to show everybody, you know, that things went wrong. Now, it is my mission to let everybody know that this woman said this. And in my opinion, so far, from all of the evidence that I have seen so far, it was unprovoked. Now, it could be that we find a video or some text messages or something down the line. But as it stands right now, I believe that she said those things unprovoked, and she said them twice, at least in these videos.
We have
we did not get all of the videos because we were told that we would not get sexually explicit. And so, we weren't expecting any of that, but there's like hundreds and hundreds of videos out there.
Oh, that you still have that you have not released?
No, that weren't even sent to us.
Yeah, but do you have any videos that have not been released?
Yes.
The only videos that we have that have not been released have her
very
explicitly.
Well,
got it.
Or Nick.
We have not released them, but other content creators have, because another person,
not the explicit stuff,
but another woman went behind us and got the
she got the FOIA request.
Yeah, she got the FOIA request as well and paid for them.
She did what she had to.
Yeah. And so she's putting them out now. And so we haven't put out everything that we have yet, but we will eventually.
We've put out mostly everything except for the stuff we haven't gotten to yet and the very explicit content that nobody should see.
Yeah.
Okay, so question. I didn't know I was going to be interviewing y'all, but
I'm sorry.
We just flowing with it. Yeah. So the daughter mentioned that she doesn't believe that she should monetize her life. Why?
Why don't you?
Why can't a person monetize their lives? If this is Gypsy's life, this is what she lived, truth or no, why doesn't she have a right to monetize her life?
So in my personal opinion, whether I like it or not, you have the complete ability to monetize your life. However, in my personal opinion, if you did what you did to your mother and you did what you did to, and I'm not trying to infantilize him, but a very autistic man from the videos that we have seen, somebody that clearly did not understand the full scope of everything that was happening, in my personal opinion. You can monetize it, but I would like for you to make the least amount of money possible from, again, if everything she was saying was accurate and true, in my personal opinion, I wouldn't be so mad about it. But just looking at the video.
I'm gonna take this out because I don't know whether or not this is true or not. And I'm not that kind of channel, Tiffany. So I'm going to remove your comment, okay? Please use discretion in what you say in my comment section, because I don't know whether or not it's true or it's not. Thank you for being here though, Tiffany. But yeah, let's put the pause on it, okay? Let's put the pause on some of the things you said in the comment section. Right, we all have our, you got a Ray Della. Okay, my moderator says she got it, so I guess we got it twice. But yeah, please be mindful what you say over here. We are over here, we're interested in what is going on, but we want these young ladies to be able to speak their speech, tell their truth, talk their okay, with the truth, and they got facts. What you say down in the comment section, YouTube does hold these comments, especially after the video. These ladies can attest to it. They can put your comments up, and then I got to go and view them.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And so I don't want to, a bunch of salacious stuff in the comment section. So if you could just please be respectful. We're so happy you're here and that you found us, but please be respectful in the comments. Thank you, y'all. Please and thank you. So let's talk back to why you don't think she should monetize.
So I didn't see the comment that was left, but you know what? We're all entitled to our opinions.
I deleted it.
We're all entitled to our opinions, and that's the thing. And we very, very rarely delete certain things because
I do, because YouTube pick on me, and they pick on me because I'm always at Google headquarters. I'm invited, and I sit on a lot of panels with Google. So I'm under a different type of level of scrutiny than the average content creator, if you understand what I mean.
Totally understand.
Okay.
With that in mind, again, we don't want to try and question anybody who claims themselves to be a victim of anything. Okay. From everything that we've seen, it's just time after time after time. It's just lie after lie, and it's really sad. And
it is
going in. I forgot where I was going with the initial comment that I made, but it's just everything we see is just inaccurate to the facts, unfortunately, and I didn't want it to be that way.
And I also want to include the fact that we also have to remember that Gypsy utilized the internet for 2.5 years planning this and manipulating this man and doing a bunch of really crazy stuff online.
With Nick, you mean?
Yes, with Nick. And I personally believe that she shouldn't have access to the internet.
I mean, yeah.
So do you believe that so thank you, ladies, for sharing and for being candid. So do you believe that that Ryan and what's her new man name? Ken are complicit?
So in the emails, it does show a lot of explicit KINK content. And she expresses and goes along with that kind of narrative with both Ken and Ryan. And Ryan is a lot more recent for us to observe that. But a lot of that stuff has to do with FRRRYS with Ryan, and with Ken, it's a lot of other stuff. And
no, I'm just talking about, are they complicit in assisting her in making money?
They
like
knew,
carrying on the narrative.
Definitely.
They knew what was going on. There's no way to not know some of it. And we've been talking about this with, again, factual evidence for over a year, for 2 years now, I think. Almost 2 years now. So they have enough information at their disposal that if they decided to look at it, I feel like it paints a very clear picture. Again, we all have our decisions. We can look at what we want to and whatnot. And also it feels different when you're actually in a relationship with someone or have a relationship with someone versus just looking at it from an objective point of view. But yeah, they're both manipulative and weird, in my opinion.
Well, and Ryan specifically, he is a special education teacher.
Yes, or was
a special education teacher.
Oh, yes. Ryan got fired.
Yes, he got fired at least twice.
Well, he resigned, I believe.
He was fired and resigned at least once, I think.
So what I did is I made a video where we're talking about how in the education system people pass the trash, and it's basically just allowing predators and problematic allowing these people to go from one school system to the next without being held accountable or their files being passed to where they see that they're problematic. They just keep passing them around, and that's not good. And for Ryan, I feel like that's what's happening is he's trash just being passed around, in the education system.
And he knew enough. He might not have known everything, but we've tried to tell him. And even now, there's certain things that he says he doesn't want to look into because he feels like it will illegitimize their entire relationship. But if you look at the emails, unfortunately, it shows her telling him time after time that she's not attracted to him. She doesn't want anything to do with him. And he just keeps on persisting. And so it just shows to me
He
doesn't
used
care.
this girl to come up.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Remember watching him in the beginning, and my people will tell you, and you can look at my past videos, I ain't never liked him. I felt like he was a come up kid. I felt like he was obsessed with her and for all the wrong reasons.
Yes.
I remember when, she left him in the apartment and wouldn't get rid of her stuff to the point where the stuff was burnt into the wall. He was pathetic.
Yeah.
He just was pathetic. And in my opinion, YouTube, I thought that he was pathetic and that he used her for the come up. And he would always, because, at first I was like, Gypsy coming home, I'm like all on it. And then I think I just bored of it because he would get on his TikTok and not say anything. It would be a whole lot of nothing.
Yeah.
And you got all these women in the comments battling, sending him little things. I don't know anything about TikTok, but he's got things coming up, hats and giraffes jumping. I like what I was like, he's on the come up.
Yeah, he was.
I didn't want to be a part of it. Because if I don't agree with you monetizing, then I'm not going to put a coin in your hat.
Yeah.
So I stopped watching Ryan. And there's a lot of people I stopped watching because I was like, I'm not helping them buy a cheeseburger from McDonald's. So I have a tendency to cut people off like really, really quick. But I thought that she had a right to monetize her story because it's her life. And whether it's fiction or nonfiction, right? I feel like everybody has the opportunity to monetize whatever they want to monetize, especially when I'm a content creator and I monetize your life myself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if I can make money off of a click and a view, why can't she monetize her own life? So that's how I, kind of viewed it over the years.
Yeah, and I think that's valid, but the problem is that she's going way beyond that. She's got like this whole friend group that doxes content creators. Yes.
See, I don't know nothing about that. See, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Y'all are deep in the thick of it. I don't know anything about that. I don't live in that world, like at all. Like it's so, and I don't want to be in that world, right?
Yeah.
And so,
I don't blame you.
Yeah, I understand. And at the end of the day, she does have the right, technically speaking, to monetize what she wants.
absolutely,
to
she does.
But us as the public have the right to at least review the objective facts, because that's all that we personally really release, in my opinion, I think, is really the objective facts, and come to your own conclusions on what you think should be rewarded or not rewarded.
I agree.
And again, like, she can do what she wants to do. We're not trying to quote unquote destroy her or anything like that. Some people might disagree. But she gets to be the person that she wants to be.
Yeah.
And for better or for worse.
And the the worst says kids are watching her is the issue. And that is true. And I actually reported her because I'm a mandated reporter. I've been in children and youth ministry for 25 years. And there was a video that surfaced of her and Ken going on the
Oh, it's basically
It's some kind of app that
it's kind
teenagers
of like what
use.
Omegle used to be.
And
teenagers
they were
used.
going on there.
Oh, I had no idea. But okay.
They were going on there and they were talking to teenagers.
So on Omegle, you can basically go on a website, and I don't know how it is now that they've rebranded, but at least when I was a kid.
So
because
what
I
does
was
YouTube think about this? Is YouTube going to strike my channel for you saying
No.
it? Okay.
No, because it's the
Okay.
truth.
It's
I mean,
the
it's the
truth.
truth.
It's the truth. And we've said a lot worse on our channel, and we
Yeah.
haven't gotten struck for anything.
Okay.
So, in our personal opinion,
So this is allegedly, but this is allegedly, right?
this, I mean,
Do
Well,
we have
no, I mean,
real
it happened.
facts. It's facts.
It happened.
Okay. According to me, as
or
somebody
is it
who's
AI?
No, it happened.
No, it happened. At least I don't know what the app has rebranded to, but when I was 13, 14, and again, I'm only 25, it was called Omegle and they rebranded, but you could click on something and it would be on this app and you could connect to a lot of random strangers.
Okay.
And the things that a lot of random strangers on this video chat, it's a video chat platform, would be doing is not appropriate for me to
Okay.
mention.
Yes. Okay. So let's leave it
So-
right
Yeah.
here. I got
Yeah.
the gist of it.
Yeah,
Okay.
so that's what I saw when I was a child looking on it. But now they rebranded and they were on that channel again, not doing that, but they were just talking to teenagers, and
we don't think it's appropriate.
probably not. Probably not. In my
He
personal
said, let me
opinion.
throw that in there real quick. And we don't think it's appropriate.
Exactly. You know, so
Probably
I mean,
not.
I will only talk about stuff that I think is true and that I've seen.
Mhm.
You know, I'm not a
rumors.
gossip. I'm not here to spread rumors. Definitely not.
Right.
I'm a disabled veteran. I do this for cognitive therapy. It's actually why I started my channel. I started my channel to learn how to talk and to live again because I was in bed for 6.5 years with chronic debilitating migraines.
Okay. Ooh.
So this for me is just me learning along with everybody else about what happened and me presenting it.
Wow. So what's the future hold? What does the future hold?
Well, the future for me and the channel holds is that we hope to help find more missing people and to get resolution on the Jelani Day case and the Michelle Crawford case and the Athena Hogan case.
Completely unrelated to Gypsy. We don't talk about Gypsy all the time. That's just what hit the algorithm.
And I am currently working on a project about the Lawton serial killer from my hometown. I went to school with one of the victims, and so I'm trying to learn as much about that and present that with an actual production company and everything. So that's really cool. So we're trying, you know, my channel is not about Gypsy, honestly. It's about me as a disabled veteran, talking about things that I find interesting and, you know, yeah. And I fell down a rabbit hole.
The Jelani Day case, I just want to throw this out here real quick. If nobody in the chat knows what this is, it was a man that was in his college years, I believe.
Well, he was going for a PhD.
He was going for a PhD, and he was a Black man that was found in a sundown town in Illinois.
Mm-hmm.
And he was found in the river, and he was a professional swimmer. And they say that he took his own.
Yeah. Okay. He unalived himself.
Yeah. Yeah. And
that's
so
what they say.
And there's, you know, I've got some people helping me look into that case and break down some of the FOIAs. I've gotten some FOIAs in that one as well.
FOIAs everywhere.
Okay.
Yes, it's not just Gypsy. We promise. We care about people that actually matter.
Okay, that is so interesting on my daughter team because I had a true crime channel and I was a bad girl, and they was like, okay, you demonetized, so I'm trying to build that back up, right?
Okay.
And I'm starting back in January. It's a lot of work.
It is.
You don't think about how much work goes into true crime. And I respect people who do true crime because it is so much work.
Mm-hmm.
And editing and just gathering the information and making the information make sense, and keeping the viewer interested. It is so much work in true crime. So I really do, and I love true crime. That's all. Let me tell you what I've been obsessed with for like maybe the last 2 years.
Yes, let's hear it.
The Murdaugh trial. I listen to it every freaking night, no exaggeration. I know it drives my daughter crazy, but I am so interested in all things Murdaugh. And once Netflix put their once Netflix released their series, last month I think it was, on the Murdaughs, I got right back hooked again. Like, I'm so obsessed with that family and what Buster's doing. I know he just got married, and
oh, I didn't even know that.
I didn't know that.
yes, he's got married. He married the girl
a year ago. Oh my goodness. I stopped following about a year ago. Oh my goodness, there's more developments.
I am so obsessed with it, and just new things that are coming out. And The Maid talks about the cleaning crew. Have y'all heard that?
It's on.
Did I lose y'all?
Sorry, my daughter muted my headphones.
No, it was
it's okay. So have y'all heard about the lady, The Maid, that is coming out with the story called The Cleaning Crew? She just released a book.
I heard about it, but I don't know anything about it. I haven't followed this case. This is something that
obsessed.
Obsessed. I usually follow the ones that don't get a lot of attention.
I was obsessed with it because my sister moved from our hometown, and she is now in South Carolina, and she's been down there for years now. So I would, because what's going on? What, like what's happening? So, my sister and I would bounce back ideas and stuff like that, and what was going on with it. And she was so close to it. It just made me just so interested. And I thought the family was intriguing. The boat crash, who was really driving?
That is
the boat, like everything, like where the guns, because they never found the pew-pews.
Oh, they didn't?
Really?
No, they have yet to find the pew-pews.
Oh, wow.
What?
They have no idea where the pew-pews are. And it was 2 pew-pews that were used, and they can't find it. And I kept saying, this man says that he went and tried to turn Paul over, and he has no blood on him. That's some bull. You would have it on your shoes. You know what I mean? Like, gruesome as it was. And I was like, so they interrogating him like minutes after this. They're talking to him, Sled, and he doesn't have any blood on him.
Oh, really?
And I automatically said, he did it. Because if you two went to a crime scene, a live crime scene, you're going to have remnants of it on you somewhere.
Absolutely.
Very much so, yes.
They say they could smell the laundry detergent on him.
Oh. Wow.
Come on now. So I'm about to get interested in y'all we can find them in the Weeds, right?
Yeah, Into the Weeds podcast, and we're on all kinds of platforms on military broadcast radio as well.
Okay, now I ain't gonna be messing with the military broadcast. Do y'all have a heavy presence on TikTok? Are you
on YouTube is mainly.
YouTube is mainly. Okay, that's what y'all. Same thing with me. Same thing with me. I go to I use TikTok to go down the rabbit hole.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
TikTok is a perfect place to go down the rabbit hole. Sometimes it takes you in the wrong direction, but if you kind of bring yourself back up. I'm so glad that y'all came up here. So tomorrow I will do a second video on this where I will go through and get timelines from your video. Thank you for permission and using it.
Yeah. Hey, we're going live tomorrow at 5 p.m. Central. If you want to join us, you're more than welcome.
What time is that on my time? I want to
What,
get notes.
what state?
Oh, so
or
it'd
what
be
area?
6 p.m. your time.
6 p.m. my time. Okay.
Okay.
Come on.
I do a little drive-by.
Come on,
Thank
girl,
you,
we got
ladies.
lots to watch.
Thank you for coming up. I really do appreciate it. I didn't know who y'all were. Never even heard of y'all, right? Because I tap in, tap out. Is she having another are they doing a third series to the Gypsy?
Not that we know of.
So the third series did get canceled.
Oh.
It from what I understand, it has been canceled.
And we were told that it was canceled
But-
because the prison emails came out, but we don't know.
But we don't know if it's our fault or not.
Yes, because I would say that's your fault.
Oh, not bad.
I
But
don't know.
also, if I have to be honest with you, I love the drama.
Look, let me lean in to get your tea. Go ahead. You see, if you gotta be honest. What now?
I love the drama, but I just could not get into the TV show. It was so boring. It was so boring. And without people like us, and there's a lot of other people to call her out. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
We are not
lots.
the exclusives whatsoever, but there's just nothing interesting
Interesting.
happening. She doesn't have much of a personality in my
Uh-huh.
personal.
But that's when you bring your personality, because I covered her show and I would just come out here and just drag her for film.
Good.
And we enjoyed it week after week, just dragging her, dragging Ryan, dragging Christine. I dragged Christine.
Oh,
I
touched her one time.
Huh?
she's actually been on a live with Christy.
One time, but all she did, she's played. Oh my goodness, how did I get up here? I don't know how I clicked the button and the other button to get on this live panel. And also, she said a lot of things about Fancy, the person we were talking about in the very beginning, that I, even as someone who is a certified Fancy hater, would not repeat because it is so inappropriate. So inappropriate.
Yeah.
She just wanted to talk
Trash.
trash. Trash. So yeah.
Well, and Gypsy even in the emails talks about how Christy is using her, and it's wild.
Yeah, and if you talk about like the so Rod cheated on her with someone that we refer to as the cookie lady, and even the emails they talk about her as the cookie lady because they don't want to say her name an excessive amount of times just in case.
Say my name.
I'm not going to say her name, even though I know who she is. But regardless, she's just some Vietnamese lady that lives in Canada that owned a cookie shop that is no longer in commission.
But why would Christy get mad at that? You get them, you lose them how you get them, and you get them how you lose them.
Yep.
I agree.
Why would she?
Because she's just the way that she is. Can
Yep.
we explain it any other way? I'm not saying that it makes sense, but we all know people that have been with people that don't deserve them whatsoever. And we even tried, as much as I don't like Christy in certain ways, we try to hype her up like, girl, like, you don't deserve that. You don't.
Yes, you do.
Well,
Yes,
it
you
was
do.
pretty bad.
Oh, well, okay, maybe she does deserve that, but we tried to
be nice.
like a year ago before we realized everything. But regardless, it's like, yeah, don't
I never took a liking to her. I thought that she was I thought that some of her behavior was just inappropriate, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I thought
Yeah.
that she pushed Ken
Mhm.
on Gypsy and Gypsy on Ken.
Yep.
And I think that you should let things happen naturally. I think that in my opinion, just seeing a video, the latest video, I was like, this girl's hanging on by a string with this man. And I don't even know whether or not he's being true to himself, because he just doesn't seem like he's attracted to her. If you know, it just,
He said he wasn't attracted.
He wasn't, and it's like, you know,
In the
we
email.
don't- Yeah, in the emails we do.
oh, I'm gonna have to pull these emails up. Where are these emails?
He said that he on our channel, but go to 1980 Millennial Commentates. She's got even better.
But I don't know her, and I haven't asked her for permission.
Oh, well,
She'll let you.
She'll give you her permission. But okay, so if you don't want to look at her, we do have a Google Drive. Is there like a specific spot that says emails, because emails are so hard to navigate, if I'm being
Yes,
honest.
they are.
They are. But
Yeah.
again, we've never been fans of Christy. The only reason why we ever said that was just because, women trying to stand for women don't stay with a cheating man. But at the same time, he was cheating on her with 19-year-olds,
Yeah.
allegedly. But according to the emails, according to the emails, 19-year-olds as of like 3-4 years ago, which was way younger than I am. So none of my business, according to the emails.
Damn.
Yeah. So he thinks hot shit. And you know what? We were just trying to bring him down a peg, make her feel a little bit better. But obviously, she's one of the women that stays with them. And you know what? We're all who we are and we do what we do.
And
regardless.
Yeah.
It's not cool. It's not cool. We did think that Rod was all right, but it turns out that he is certified SHI. Finished the work.
Okay. But I figured that though, the way he left her mother like that.
Yeah.
Well, and the funny thing is he talks about Dee Dee in the emails as she was a good wife and she was pretty and all this stuff, and he still has dreams about her.
Yeah, he talks about dreams that he had about her when she was still sexy and young.
Yeah.
And do you know that Gypsy has a younger sister named Nicolette that's maybe how many months younger than her?
6 months.
Months younger than her.
So he had 2 women pregnant. Yeah.
But he was 17 and Dee Dee was in her 20s. And that's a whole different thing.
Yeah.
That's
That's
a whole
crazy
different
too.
thing.
But there's a lot. And
so
you're just
much,
going to have to
girl.
go down the
So
rabbit
much.
hole with us.
Yeah, y'all have gone down the rabbit hole. Y'all, we are about to go down the rabbit hole and find out what's going on. And see, I just give it, I give it my own spin.
Yeah.
So, I'm excited about it because I'm telling you, they was like, Auntie, do you not know what the hell is going on with Gypsy? And I was like, what's going on with her? It's between her and Natalie. I cannot think of what Natalie's last name is. I'm obsessed with them. I really want to know what they're doing in their lives. And I want to mind their business, but then I want to step out because I don't like all the drama.
I get it.
The scratching and I don't do that very well. So
Yeah.
but I thank y'all so much for coming up. Any last things y'all want to say?
No,
just email us at what's the email?
Into the weeds at mbradio.us.
If you want to hear anything that you don't want us to share on the platform, and
Put it in a post when y'all hop off.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Because I ain't gonna remember that, honey. I thought it was gonna have a .com on the backside of it.
So sorry. No, totally understand. But we'll tell you what you want to hear. You can share what you want and what you don't want. But there is a lot, unfortunately.
Yeah, and we just thank you for covering it because we're just trying to get the information out there and let people decide on their own.
So who told y'all I was covering it? How'd y'all discover me?
Miss Fancy Pants actually sent me the link.
Yes,
she
Miss Fancy
found
Pants.
you and she's like, hey, check this lady out. And so I went in and I was like,
Are you talking about Miss Fancy Pants that was on the road trip?
No,
Thelma in the weeds?
No,
Oh.
Miss Fancy Pants in your chat.
She literally says,
Oh.
fans, we love her to death. And we talk about so much other stuff. If you know anything about the Mormon faith or about the man that made the, what was the movie called?
Sound of Freedom.
Sound of Freedom. If you want to hear some BS about him, Mrs. Fancy Pants in your chat is the person you want to talk about because she has pictures with him.
Yeah.
Pictures with him. And Tim Ballard.
Yeah. And we have an interview with her, 2 interviews with her.
Yes.
And so,
yes, please reach out to her on your screen, Mrs. Fancy Pants. She is the most adorable, sweet, amazing person.
Yes.
And she has tea on this, but she also has tea on, like we said, the Sound of Freedom. It has to do with child stuff.
Okay, child.
Yeah.
And you know what is so wild because she says, I found you and thought you were adorable. But she's sitting up there looking like a Disney princess. What's with Ariel?
Yeah.
With the green and the red hair down under the sea.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, she's so pretty. Thank you so much for finding me.
She's very easy to find, but I tell you, she has the tea on everybody.
Yes, she does.
You
Everybody.
watch my back, honey. I don't have to watch my
Mhm.
back.
Mhm.
Thank you, ladies, so much. I
you.
appreciate you all being here.
Thank you, and you have a very blessed evening.
Thank you.
Okay, and don't forget to put your email address down in the chat for me.
I will. Have a good night. And if you want to tune in tomorrow and you want to pull up on our panel, we will.
I think I'm gonna
totally
pull up
love to
on your
have you.
panel.
We
Okay.
would love it. We have so much stuff to say. So have a great night.
You too. Thank you.
Bye.
Yo, wasn't that it? Oh my God, that was so interesting. I had to shout out the person that put it in my DMs. Y'all be hitting my DMs up with these stories. I had other stories that I was going to tell tonight, but these two wonderful ladies came up. Thank you so much, Miss Fancy Pants, for letting them know where I was and who I am, and that I was covering this tonight. We're gonna have to do a part 2 and possibly a part 3 as I go through and sift through what they have over there at their channel, because I don't like to use everybody's stuff, right? I don't want to use all this stuff, just enough to get your appetite and then redirect you back over there. So I appreciate you all being here so much. I truly do. Thank you so much, baby Philly Fox, for the $4.99 super chat. Thank you, Miss Kelly and the Dancing Jesco, for being members of this channel. Thank you so much to Ray Della, who is always keeping the chat nice and safe so that everybody will be able to talk in a safe environment. I love you all so much, and until we meet again, y'all be safe out there in those streets and in the water. Bye, y'all.